Now, I think it's pretty safe to say that the future of the Star Wars universe seems to be quite expansive, not just with their books, novels, comics, and video games, but also, let's not forget about their new Star Wars TV shows, the new Star Wars films that are currently getting pretty much closer to the announcements that are on our way for Star Wars Celebration of this year by Disney CEO Bob Chapek. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way, guys, I am on Twitter at Mike01 if you guys want to go ahead and give me a follow on there. I do post a couple of entertaining things from time to time and really make sure to interact with you guys further. So it's even all the more exciting, has everything to do with the fact of what Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are really getting themselves involved in. You know, they're already heavily working on the Ahsoka Tano series. A lot of sets are being built for that. A lot of brand new strategies are being done to actually develop the Ahsoka Tano series with all this new and amazing technology coming our way. You know, Rosario Dawson is already training for the role of Ahsoka Tano again with all of her new stunts, all of her new saber moves that are going to be introduced in the series. So that's another thing to look forward to, is that we are going to see a brand new fighting style by Ahsoka in the actual TV show that debuts next year. Now, on top of all of this, all right, one thing that a lot of fans have been very excited about is exactly what Disney really has in store for the mandoverse at large, as well as the entirety of the Star Wars universe, and exactly what they plan to do with the overall Star Wars universe and what Disney's endgame really is. Exactly what they really are planning to do to really mix together Star Wars Legends and the already existing Disney canon. So on top of all of this, everything related to what Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni have planned, we also have Bob Chapek doing a lot of work behind the scenes, allowing Jon and Dave to do exactly what they want to do with Star Wars and how they're really engaging the fans and making sure that the fans are going to be very excited. Now, on top of all of this, with both Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni getting ready to begin working on new Star Wars TV shows that will be unveiled at Celebration, they are also heavily invested with the Ahsoka Tano TV series, which begins filming this April. Now, it's described, however, that currently Disney CEO Bob Chapek has been more vocal about his plans for the future of Star Wars. He recently revealed something quite exciting in a new interview where he discussed his plans for the future of the franchise. Bob Chapek goes on to state that it is our goal to expand all of these established characters like Luke Skywalker, Anakin, Darth Vader, and others that have been a part of so many people's lives throughout the years. We have great plans to mix and match Star Wars Legends characters with some of the already established characters to create new experiences for the entire fandom. We first did this with the Book of Boba Fett when we introduced Luke Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano together. You can expect to see more moments just like that, however, with Legends characters and characters of those like Luke in the Mandalorian series and other installments that we have planned. Now, he goes on to state that myself and Favreau have been in discussions for more important avenues that we can actually take with Star Wars using the technology that we use to bring young Luke to life. We kept thinking to ourselves, what it would be like to bring back Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Sir Alec Guinness version of what, of course, that character would be like in the mandoverse, as fans like to call it. Or what if we are able to pull off bringing in a young version of Han Solo or Leia with this technology, so that we can bring back Luke, Han, and Leia to meet once again. This is a very detailed discussion that we have actually been having every single week on how we can actually get these characters back together again. We know that the fans love the original trilogy trio of Han, Leia, and Luke, and we are working every day on how we can make this possible to happen again in this post-Return of the Jedi era. So, let me stop right there for 1 second. So, what Bob Chapek is saying here is that you notice how he actually mentioned of recreating the Sir Alec Guinness version of Obi-Wan Kenobi and how they're working towards doing a reunion between both Han, Luke, and Leia. That's actually very inspiring, and it goes to show you that they really want to do everything that they were supposed to do in the sequel trilogy movies, which unfortunately we did not get anything close to that exciting, is exactly what they are now going to be doing in shows like The Mandalorian, the Ahsoka series, and other TV shows that are going to be based within that post-Return of the Jedi timeline that Bob Chapek mentioned. The thing about this is that, yes, a lot of fans love the cameos in the Star Wars series like The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. I've seen one major complaint, however, is that in the Book of Boba Fett's scenario, alright, they actually dedicated one whole episode to Din Djarin and pretty much one whole episode to Luke and Grogu. And it kind of derailed the story of Boba Fett and the overall momentum that was building for Boba Fett, and it kind of just took that away. And it really kind of, created this discussion among fans of they shouldn't really do that again, and I agree. It was nice to see Luke, I will agree on that. It's the best thing that we could have gotten in a Book of Boba Fett series, but at the same exact time, for hardcore Boba Fett fans, it really let them down because it really shied away from the character for 2 whole episodes, essentially. So, moving on from all of this, alright, one thing, of course, that he goes on to say is that I can't really say anything beyond that of what we have planned, but just know that we do talk about this every single day. Aside from what Chapek stated, this all alludes to what is currently being planned for The Mandalorian Season 4 for 2023. Both John and Dave Filoni have a full-fledged scene already mapped out that is going to bring in Luke, Han, and Leia to have a big reunion on a special world in The Mandalorian Season 4. It was Jon Favreau's idea from day one when he signed on for The Mandalorian, and of course is the one who actually was planning it right from the get-go, and is actually wanting to plan great things with Bob Chapek on how they can do this properly. They want to make sure that the technology can be used almost perfectly to make this reunion so iconic that it actually be marked down as one of the best moments in Star Wars history. Now, Favreau plans to actually begin filming this entire scene for Han, Luke, and Leia by early 2023, the first quarter, give or take, January, February, or into March, and is planning to also use some other characters to join in while this reunion actually takes place. So, that's most likely going to be Ahsoka Tano, or maybe even Ezra Bridger, or some of the characters around those lines. The thing about this reunion that makes it so special is that what would make it more special is if the characters actually look a little bit older or a little bit different. And that's actually going to happen because Mando Season 4 is going to have a massive time jump. That's what Jon Favreau wants to do. He wants to create a time jump with Mando Season 3 and Mando Season 4 on a significant level, to the point where a lot has happened and a lot of growth has happened for these characters, and you're going to see a different, take on characters like Luke, Han, Leia, Din Djarin, Grogu, etc. Now, the thing about this also is that this gives them the opportunity to fill in the gaps in between those seasons. That's exactly why he wants to do time jumps as well. It's exactly why, he left out the entire situation of when Grogu chooses between the Mandalorian armor, and of course the lightsaber that once belonged to Yoda. There's been a lot of word that they are going to fill in that scene for The Mandalorian Season 3 that's going to heavily feature Luke, and then it's going to tie directly into what they have planned for Ben Solo, and how that ties directly into Mando Season 4. So they have a lot in store. So overall, guys, let me know what you think about everything below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to morning.